What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Scream Factory release of Sleepaway Camp 2. I opted to just go with Sleepaway Camp 2. I did not pick up Sleepaway Camp 3. I'm not the biggest fan of 3, although I know they were filmed back to back, but 2 I'm very nostalgic for. Back in the day, I would walk into the video store back in the 80s and I would see Friday the 13th and the Nightmare on Elm Street's on the shelf and the Halloween's on the shelf, Texas Chainsaw, and all that stuff. But then I would walk by and I would see this and this girl with a backpack full of hockey masks and Freddy gloves and chainsaws. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, what is going on here? Is this some kind of parody or comedy or what is this? I didn't know what the hell it was. And then when I finally saw it, I'm like, okay, this is definitely interesting with Angela. And I didn't see the first one at that point. They didn't even have the first one in my video store back then. They just had this one and that was it. So this is the only one I ever saw until years later. I finally did see the first one, and boy, that is a bizarre trip and a half. But Sleepaway Camp 2 definitely has a special place in my heart. And just, I love that artwork on the front, and I'm so glad that they used this original looking art, okay, because this is what I remember. This is what I remember seeing walking into the video store. Old VHS on the shelf. Yeah, very, very cool. And of course, seeing this, I'm like, are they actually using that stuff in the movie? And they do use some of it. They use the hockey mask and the chainsaw, which is pretty hilarious, obviously ripping off Friday and Chainsaw movies by doing that. But it's not actually the killer using them, so it played well for me. I thought, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. The killer is not running around acting like Jason or acting like Leatherface. Angela is the killer. But this is the latest release of this, and it is 4K. Now, with this one, you only get a 4K disc. There is no digital code, and there is no Blu-ray, regular standard Blu-ray. It's just the 4K disc, which is perfectly fine with me because that's why I wanted it. And I gotta say, it's not gonna look much better than you're gonna get here. I mean, for as old as it is and low budget as it is, it just isn't gonna look any better. It looks great is what I'm trying to say, and I don't think you could restore this any more than it already is to get more out of it. I think you're going to get the absolute most out of it with this right here. And Shout Factory always does a good job with their restorations. I'm always been a fan of theirs. I have a lot of their releases, especially the Halloween releases, the 4K ones, special little box sets and all that stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that on here, as far as new content, obviously, you're getting the new 4K restoration, new Return to Sleepaway Camp 2, looking at the making of the film with counselor Jeff Hayes, author of Sleepaway Camp, making the movie and reigniting the campfire, new I'm a Happy Camper interview with actor Brian Patrick Clark, new Camp Carnage inside the makeup effects, and that is the new content. The rest of the features are stuff that's been on previous releases, which is completely fine, but I like the features that were added here. I have not dug into those yet, so I'm definitely looking forward to digging into those. But yes, so you have your cover here, and I don't know if it's reversible. Actually, I have not checked. No, it's not a reversible cover. We know how they like to do their reversible covers. This is not a reversible cover. You just get the disc. Okay. And then if you get the first run of them, you get the sleeve. So after the first run, it'll just be this and no sleeve. But first run, get the sleeve. So yeah, that's what the back of it looks like right there. There's one of the scenes I was talking about with the mask and the chainsaw. And yeah, what a classic, ridiculous horror movie. Just ridiculous. But yes, very happy to have this. It looks great on 4K. I always enjoy what Scream Factory does. I love their releases. However, they have competition. They have big competition, heavy competition these days with Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow Video. And in my opinion, Arrow Video has taken the lead. As far as these boutique releases go, Arrow Video is definitely taken to the lead of the pack. It's just, I'm very impressed with what they do. That doesn't mean that I don't like Shout Factory, though. I love Shout Factory and everything they do as well. So, if you're a fan of Sleepaway Camp, I would definitely pick it up for sure. If you're a fan of Sleepaway Camp 3 as well, go ahead. But I just didn't care for Sleepaway Camp 3, so I didn't pick it up. Never really cared for it. When it's on TV, sometimes it's on TV in the Halloween season, I'll leave it on because they'll show this one and 3, obviously back to back, and I'll just leave it on, and that's fine. Background noise. It's not like I hate it or anything, but I just don't have any nostalgia for it. I don't care for it all that much. It's just kind of a thing to throw on in the background, so wasn't really worried about getting it on 4K. This one is the one that's important to me. Because, man, just looking at that cover, just brings back some memories in the good old 80s that I just adore. If you like this kind of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more videos. And with that said, I will catch you all down the road.